Hello,
Happy New Year.
God damn it. Hello, everyone, and welcome to PostGrad Entertainment Presents PostGrad Movies. Today, we have a special end of the year episode where we do a recap of what we thought of basically all of the movies that we saw throughout the entire year from before we had the podcast all the way to now.
Merry New Year's! Woo! Vague holidays! Yeah!
Happy Holimus and Hanoza Chris Mahana Kwanzaa. That's the technical term.
I think we're missing some there.
Christmas.
It's like the Muslim Christmas.
This what
Merry St. Patrick's Halloween Day.
Well, the point is we are doing a recap of all of the movies, giving our top movies, our bottom movies, everything in between. There will not be. We don't care what each other did during the week. It was Christmas.
I care.
It was my birthday.
I care. What did you get? Yeah, for your birthday, what did you get? Because apparently Puerto Ricans don't get gifts until the 6th.
No. Okay. Wait a second.
Okay. All right.
We get presents on December 25th for Christmas.
Not for your birthday?
Well, yeah, for my birthday. My birthday's on Christmas. That's
Yeah, cool guy.
That's the point. That's the
I hope
point.
you got better gifts than your name because it sucks.
You haven't said that in like maybe 3 or 4 weeks. You just had to get that in there before the end of the year.
I just forgot that your name sucks.
Right. Well, anyway, yeah. Christmas was fun. We're heading into New Year's, and the point is Puerto Ricans get presents on Christmas. We celebrate New Year's, and then we get more presents on January the 6th because January the 6th.
Independence Day.
No, January the 6th is Three Kings Day, which is the three wise men that gave.
Right, most of the world does that.
Right, they gave
Except for America.
Jesus presents.
Yeah, we know the story.
Right. So yeah, we get presents that day as well.
What'd you get for your birthday?
I got sandals, a laser pointer, and something that hasn't arrived yet from my brother. So we'll see. I think it's something film related, which will be awesome.
Really? That's what you got?
Yeah, I don't ask for a lot of stuff. You know me. I don't want things.
Were they nice sandals?
Yeah, they were. They were really nice sandals.
Okay, that I can.
It was enjoyable. It was really nice.
I got video games because I'm 12.
Well, what video
I
games?
got Yu-Gi-Oh. I got underwear, socks, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and video games.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I felt like I was 12 again.
That makes sense. It sounds like if you're 12.
My parents were like, what the fuck are we doing? They're telling me they had to look for the Yu-Gi-Oh cards because I asked them for something specific, and they went to Target and they had to ask a little kid what the hell I was looking for. And they're like, it's this over here. I was like, they're like, we have no fucking idea what we're doing. This is stupid.
You asked for a specific booster pack?
Yeah, man. But I think another part of it too. My parents feel like they kind of spoiled me this Christmas, and I think it's because I've been paying for everything myself, and it's like the first time I've ever done that. Or maybe that is cool.
Maybe
it's probably cool. That. I'm an only child. I'm spoiled rotten.
You are.
True.
It's gross.
Yeah, it's really gross. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, this is too much, and then I remember it's mine, and then I just don't give a shit. So, what was the best movie of the year?
So anyway, that's what we're gonna do. I hope everyone had a great Christmas. I hope all of the holidays went well. Now we are moving straight into movies. There will not be any talk of theaters. There will not be any talk of Netflix movie spotlight. No news. No new on DVD. No new in theaters. No nothing. We are just talking straight best of the best of 2013 and worst of the worst, and a lot of other things in between.
Yeah.
So,
like the most scientific movie of the year.
Most scientific movie? None of them. So
yeah, none of them. There are 0 science movies.
So
Magic School Bus Reborn. Revengeance.
Okay, honestly, apart from the school bus going all crazy and doing magic stuff, Magic School Bus is probably the most scientifically accurate thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's not true. Even at the end of the episode, they're like, this is not the most scientifically accurate episode. And then they correct it, which I guess, does that make up for it? Or
of course it does. Anyway, we're going to talk about movies. Movies. Okay, so
What do you think about Captain Planet?
Awesome. I love Captain Planet. Anyway.
Yeah, why did we love that piece of shit show?
Because it was wonderful.
Okay. So the movies. So the best movies of the year. Let's get kind of critical. Let's become analytical.
Right.
So how are we? I'll say one and then you say one.
Okay. Yeah.
All right,
Let's
I'll
let's
start.
start saying the movies that we really really enjoy this year. Well, not necessarily
Okay.
the top, but like we really like them. So go for it.
Okay, well, I'll start with the obvious one, which is Gravity.
Oh, you took mine.
I know it's obvious because it's so
Oh,
good.
it was so good.
I think that I know we said we wouldn't pick a winner, but I think that one wins, right?
Oh, it's just so good.
Like it justified a median. Like that's big. I feel to be able to say this movie alone made 3D movies actually worth the money.
And what
Not. I'm saying the fact that it's better in 3D is huge. Like that's gigantic.
and just the fact that it pushed the envelope as
Uh,
a storytelling wise. Did you see that video I sent you with the script, and did you see what it said in the script? It was like reading a book, like the metaphors in the script, in the description of the script. What? And then the technical aspects of it with the camera and the light boxes. Oh my god. Oh my.
and the Sandra Bullock
Oh, and the Sandra Bullock. Yeah.
and the Sandra. Yeah, I hated her before that movie.
I
So,
I never. I mean, she was all
uh,
right.
but I've talked to a few people, and they say Gravity's garbage. After slapping them silly, I listened to what they had to say, and they said they had no story. And I replied with, "Then you just didn't get it." And I hate that. I hate saying that as a reason for why you don't like this movie, but it really is. You just didn't get it. You missed the entire metaphor and underworkings of this film. There's more than what's being seen. How could you not like this movie? I digress. I mean, it's the same with like Donnie Darko. Like, if somebody was to be like, "That movie's okay," no, there's some things I just didn't get it. No, you didn't get it. You missed the point. You thought it was a crappy movie because of that.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I completely agree. And we sound really pretentious right now, but it's totally true. It is totally true. If you think that Gravity,
We are
if
pretentious.
you
We're
think,
we're bros with a pedigree. We're pedibros.
if you think that Gravity was a bad movie, you need to check your movie privilege, bro. Okay?
Movie privilege.
Movie privilege. I'm coining it right now. You need to check your movie privilege, and you need to go watch Gravity and stop being a jerk.
Just just go be happy with your grown-ups too,
Ah,
and your like White House Downs and your other piece of shit movies that made way too much money at the box office.
what was the one that that person told you that was better than Gravity? That was his top movie of the year.
Now you see me.
Oh
Fuck that
God.
movie. Oh, I will rant about that movie later on. I hate that movie. I hate that movie with a passion.
Oh my God.
Okay, so Gravity,
Gravity,
amazing movie.
grade
Go see
A.
it.
Top.
Yeah.
Yep. Awesome.
Okay. So you
Fantastic.
say one now.
Okay. I'm obviously going to say 12 Years a Slave.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's on my list as well.
There's just nothing. You can't. Again, it's like Gravity. You can't say anything bad about it without getting clocked in the face. So.
Or called racist. You can't. That movie sucked. You're a racist. Yeah, well, that explains it. That.
that would make sense as to why I did not like a movie about black people.
But seriously, that movie is amazing. It's a piece of art. I mean, it looks like a painting. It looks like a piece of art from that time period, which is phenomenal.
Yep.
I don't even know how else to put it besides masterful script writing and amazing cinematography and probably some of the best acting I've seen in years.
Oh God, especially from freaking Michael Fassbender.
Oh my God! Yes, yes.
God.
Oh,
Wow. Oh man. That was
oh,
that was awful. That was awful.
yeah.
Ugh.
You-
Ugh.
So good, and
I feel like this is gonna be a theme for our top movies. It's just you and I going like
Chiwetel. Okay, Chiwetel Ejiofor. Holy crap! The guy who played Solomon.
Yes.
The man, the actor who played Solomon.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Top notch.
Oh my God! Like that was. If he doesn't win an award for that, I will be very surprised.
Right.
Which is really unfortunate for Leonardo DiCaprio and the Wall Street. But seriously, he doesn't. Comparatively, from those two movies, it has to be the actor who played Solomon. It has to go to
Right. Though I really think that Fassbender might be in line to be supporting. We will see.
We will see. I mean, it might be George Clooney in Gravity.
Yeah, I mean,
It might
he was
be
great. Obviously, he was great in Gravity, but Michael Fassbender,
Jonah Hill in The Wolf of Wall Street, perhaps. You haven't seen it, but
not yet.
pretty good. Bradley Cooper in American Hustle,
That's true.
which brings me to my next movie, which is American Hustle.
Fantastic.
So, is it on your list?
Yeah, of course it is.
Oh my god, it's so good!
It's such a great movie. I saw it yesterday.
There you go. What was your favorite part? We just have to rant a little bit about this movie.
I don't even know. There were so many fantastic parts.
Were you laughing the entire time?
Yeah,
because I was.
It was hilarious, and at the same time it broke your heart.
But I mean, it was the subtle humor that really won me over in that movie.
It was.
And it was very, very subtle because I'm pretty sure I was the only one laughing in that theater at some of those parts because it was just so darkly comedic.
It was really darkly comedic, though.
It was just so good.
I love the script writing. The script writing was hilarious, especially from Jennifer Lawrence's character. The way she said her lines. Oh my god.
I hated her.
Oh,
I hated her.
Oh my god.
But you're meant to hate her. I mean, that's the whole point, right? She's supposed to be aggravated.
Oh my god.
On so many levels. Oh, I loved it when Amy Adams and Bradley Cooper show up, and Amy Adams has the perm going on to look like Bradley Cooper. I was like, this is great. This is hilarious. And the lights went out, and there's fog everywhere. Oh, that was so funny.
Yeah, because the light blew up, and all of a sudden everyone comes out of the fog, and you're like, what am I watching right now?
So good.
So yeah, we'll talk more about that movie in the next podcast. But yes, that movie is great.
See it. You should watch
Freaking great. Go watch it. It was awesome. Okay. So
I think this is when our lists might differ.
That's true. Okay. Now I want to let people know that we have not watched movies like Her. I have not seen Saving.
It's not out until January.
I know. But it was gonna come out now, so I kind of I have it in my list. But I haven't watched Her. I haven't watched the Coen Brothers film Inside Llewyn Davis. I have not watched Before Midnight or Dallas Buyers Club, which are all supposedly fantastic.
Or Blue Jasmine or Nebraska.
Or Blue is the Warmest Color. Also.
Or Blue is the Warmest Color.
Yeah.
There's a couple of. What's the one about the three boys who go to the woods? Kings of Summer. We haven't watched Kings of Summer.
Right.
We haven't seen Mud. I mean, there's lots of
movies.
That's
true. We have
not seen.
I forgot that movie came out this year. That's true. Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of movies we have yet to see that hopefully we will see.
Exactly. So
when they come out on Netflix, and then we have something good to watch instead of garbage.
Exactly. So with that out of the way, I am going to probably make a little bit of a maybe controversial call, but I would like to give one of the best movies of 2013 to a comedy, and I will give it to The World's End.
Okay, I could see that.
Because
this isn't the Seth Rogen one.
No,
this is the British one.
This is the Simon Pegg, Edgar Wright one.
Okay, that's a good one. Let me hear the reasons why. Because I was debating with that one too. I was like, I really liked it, but
yeah,
I just couldn't put on the list.
I think it definitely deserves to be in the top 5 movies because the way that Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright actually pen a script is ingenious. They're hilarious. They're so good at capturing interpersonal connections, whether that's in a bar, whether that's friends, family, girlfriends and boyfriends. They're so good at writing that type of script. And what happened in This Is the End is that they wrote a fantastic script, and it's great because it's hilarious the whole way through, and then all of a sudden the scene when they get to the end, that they're at the world's end and they're fighting, all of a sudden it gets real. It gets real so quick, and there's so much emotion.
Yeah, I thought it got stupid.
No, not the ending that we discussed. I'm talking about the scene right before where they're both fighting.
Oh yeah. That's a good scene.
Yeah, that got really real, and it got really sad. You felt kind of crushed a little bit for this character that you had gotten to know. You know, you thought that he was a pretty cool guy, or kind of an asshole, but he was a funny asshole. You know, he was quirky or whatever. He wanted to be a kid at heart, and then all of a sudden you realize that it wasn't that he wanted to be a kid at heart. It's that he couldn't move past being a kid at heart, and it really hurt you.
Right.
The talking between both friends, old friends that weren't really friends anymore, but we're still really good friends. It really affected you. It really affected you. And when that scene hit, it really hit hard. And that's when Simon Pegg really showed his acting chops, because that little bit right there of acting was so good. It was so good on his part. But yeah, I
Yeah,
really
no,
enjoyed it.
I agree with your call. That's clapping.
Thank you.
That's applause
Thank you.
from one person.
Okay.
That is a solo applause, which is clapping.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So go for it. Your turn.
All right, so I also picked kind of a controversial film. I decided to give it to a horror movie,
The
and I'm
Conjuring.
going to give The Conjuring. That's
Yeah.
correct. I gave it to The Conjuring because this is James Wan's masterpiece. This is an homage to every single classic horror movie from the 70s. He literally it started with the roots. I mean, even the camera angles and the cinematography match that of early horror movies, which I'm a huge fan of. I've mentioned this a lot, but just the outside shots of the panning and kind of the overly long pan with it kind of slowly zooming in, that's classic 70s horror film. That it made me giddy on the inside to even see that again. And not to mention, it was actually good acting. I was surprised at how well people acted. And besides, I love the Warrens. But I mean, Patrick Wilson actually didn't suck.
Exactly.
He was really good. I mean, he played it straight, but he was really good. And Vera Farmiga, fantastic. So good.
Yep. Yep.
So I have to give it to this movie. I mean, it's a very personal choice of mine to choose it because I love horror movies. I love old horror movies. I love new horror movies. And it mixed everything into a simply horrifying, well written, well acted, truly the best horror movie in years. I mean, I can't think of a better one.
That's true.
Not be,
Yeah.
and I'm not basing that off of just pure scare factor because there were scarier movies
Definitely. Yeah.
than The Conjuring. But for overall general quality, The Conjuring definitely. Oh my god, so good.
All right. Yeah.
And to think it was from James Wan, who also makes garbage. I mean, he made Saw. So I mean, that's not garbage.
but
I mean, Dead Silence.
but there's garbage.
Oh,
There's garbage in amongst the mixed. Yep.
ugh.
Yep.
Okay, so what's your last pick?
All right. So my last pick is Nymphomaniac. I'm just kidding.
Oh, shut up! It's not even out yet. That looks terrible.
My
Ugh.
I have this running gag where I tell him that we have to watch Nymphomaniac. At some point we
Shut
will,
up.
and we will talk about it in the podcast. So,
It's the Golden Teapot.
are you doing all right there?
Yeah, I'm fine. What is it?
So, my next pick is Flypaper. Now, my next
Sharknado.
It's hilarious if we're making all of these references and laughing, and then there's people that haven't listened to our other podcasts and going like, "I don't get it. This isn't funny.
What are these movies?
This is stupid. Why are they talking
These are
about these
movies?
movies? I haven't even heard of them. They sound really
All right.
stupid, but they're not." So anyway,
Avatar: The Last Airbender, isn't it?
okay. Well, we're gonna pretend you never said that, and I'm gonna say Captain Phillips.
Okay. Yeah, I was also throwing that one around. I put that in a different category.
You put it in the honorable mention.
I put it in the movies that will haunt me the most.
That's fair.
Because that last scene of Captain
scene.
Phillips, holy Toledo.
Wow.
Oh, that tension, and then just the fact that you just see him getting splattered with blood all over him and the acting, it was so powerful. It made me sick for multiple reasons because of the reactions of the audience and for myself. Because you didn't want them to die, but they had to die, and you knew they had to die, and it sucked. And then on top of that, the audience that I saw Captain Phillips with applauded for the death of his kidnappers, and it made me sick on the inside because the whole point of the film was to show both sides, to show that essentially these people who had nothing and had to face an adversary and were going to die either way chose this path out. And unfortunately, that's the end result. It also showed that America doesn't care about these people to that extent. And I mean, they care for American citizens and not just people, which we know that already. But it was horrifying to see that depicted.
Right. And I also would like to tack onto that. Do you know how the audience here in Puerto Rico acted to that scene?
Did they gasp?
No.
Did they applaud?
No.
Did they scream?
Nope.
What other reactions could you have?
They laughed.
Oh my god. That's disgusting. Why?
I have no idea. I was sitting.
Why would you laugh at that?
I don't know. I was sitting with my uncle watching the movie, and all of a sudden that happened, and both him and I were just shocked. And all of a sudden we start hearing people sniggering and laughing, and we can't believe what's going on. It was the silent scene where he was seeing everybody on the ground and he was covered in blood and he was like, oh my god, you know, that
It sure
part.
wasn't the uncomfortable laughter.
No, it
'Cause
was
sometimes I get-
no. Me and my uncle have had talks about this where I seriously think that Puerto Ricans in general, as a movie going audience, do not know how to react in movies. They do not. They do not know how to look at a movie without being spoon fed what's going on for a reaction. So, unless the movie is explicitly saying with body language and stuff that you should be laughing, they will not laugh. Or if they're being overly dramatic, they will not think it's dramatic. So, because this guy was acting out a little bit, you know, shaking and being all expressive, they thought it was funny because that's what you do when you want to do comedy. You make kind of bigger motions and you move a lot. That's what comedy is. And they started laughing.
See, when I saw that scene, I was like, I did kind of that thing, which, you know what I mean? It was just pure shock.
No,
that whole
no,
scene.
no. This was ha
was-
ha
this
ha
was-
ha ha.
Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah, it was
Disgusting.
awful. It was awful. Though I am happy because in that scene when he was in shock and they were treating him, that really got to me, and I was really close to crying in that part. And
Oh my god, I was bawling.
oh my god, but it was great. It
was
was great
bawling.
because my Puerto Rican audience recovered with me, or recovered from their previous blunder of laughing, and they were all crying in this part. So
Well, I mean, you had to cry at that part, but
there's no other choice. You're not human.
that pissed me off as well because Captain Phillips did not give a crap about that kid that he was trying to help the entire time. He was just thankful for himself, and I'm like, what? The kid you tried to save just died, and you're feeling okay about that? Maybe not. I mean, he was completely shell shocked. I mean, he was shocked.
Right.
So I mean, it could have been that, but at the same time, he didn't ask if they were okay. He didn't ask if they're. I mean, he obviously saw they were not okay, so maybe that's why he didn't ask.
Right. Yeah.
And maybe he didn't want to think about it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But no, I really like that movie.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Tom Hanks.
Okay.
Do you think he also has a running for probably the best actor? Oh my god.
He does. He does. That final scene really nailed it for him. Well, those final scenes, because he really stole the show with the shell shocked.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you had a couple honorable mentions. List those off.
No, I have one more.
Yo, we have one more. Go for it.
Frozen.
Frozen.
You wanna build a snowman? I own that soundtrack. I bought that soundtrack.
Okay, so obviously we know why you think that it's a great movie. Honestly, it better win
Best original song.
Exactly. Yeah, the best original song. Definitely.
Oh, You Want to Build a Snowman, or it'll probably be Let It Go, even though I
Yeah.
don't think that's the best song of the movie, but it's definitely obviously the single.
That was it's
Great.
just such great songs.
Oh,
And
so good.
and a new the story was phenomenal. It was great. It was great. It was great.
Such great animation. The fact that they can do snow like they did Snow.
And I'm going to be impressed because this will be the third time that a computer animated movie has been nominated for Best Picture, because Up was the first one to get nominated, then Toy Story 3, and then this one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and I mean, it does have some contenders. I mean, if it does have animated movies, I mean, you have Despicable Me 2, you have Monsters University.
If it doesn't get,
I mean,
if it
that's
does,
two most.
it's not going to win the Best Picture, but it's definitely going to win Best Animated Film. Definitely.
See, I don't know. Despicable Me 2 was also really
But
good,
that doesn't-
and so was Monsters University.
Yeah, but it's not a competition. It's definitely going to win.
I don't know, man.
But
I don't know.
But we will discuss this more when Oscars nominations roll around.
I mean, Frozen kind of speaks for itself. It's probably the best Disney musical in decades. The soundtrack is phenomenal. The story was original and wasn't. I mean, it was slightly derivative, but at the same time, it was heartwarming in a way that classic Disney movies were not. And it kind of broke pattern, which I love that. And plus, strong female leads, which is just a great plus. I think that was the one thing missing from a lot of movies this year was strong female leads. Or then again, you have Gravity, which kind of makes up for that. So I don't. It's goddamn
God,
Gravity.
Gravity.
But seriously, there's a lot of movies with strong male leads this year, and a lot of gunplay. And the only females that were on screen really were Gravity and Frozen. I mean, I'm looking at this list, and I can't think of any other
American
ones.
Hustle.
Okay, but they weren't leads.
That's true.
They were supporting.
That's true.
So that's what I'm saying here. That's what I'm saying.
All right. All right. Okay. Anyway.
Okay, so
So yeah.
do you have any honorable mentions, or because I have like 4 or 5 here?
I see.
Okay, I'll start.
Okay, you start.
I have The Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay. Okay.
It was really, really good. That was a hard one to throw out and not put in my top 5 best because it's just really good. It's just really. It's a drug-fueled riot.
Right.
That's based on a true story. I won't go into much detail because you haven't seen it. But I think the reason I didn't put on the list was it's overly long. It's like 3 hours.
Yep.
And it definitely didn't have to be 3 hours. Also, I felt the message that it was trying to convey was convoluted or completely absent. I'm not sure what the message they were sending.
Gotcha.
You can read more about that on electricfeast.com. I have a review going up in a couple days. So
very nice.
Check that out. Another honorable mention was Warm Bodies.
Yes. Oh my God, that movie was such a breath of fresh air. I had no
exactly.
I had no idea.
It wasn't great by any stretch of the imagination, but it was just so different.
It made me happy. It was.
Yeah.
I loved it because I went in and I was like, oh God, this is gonna be another crappy movie, and people are saying it's good.
Not. No, you went in like, oh my God, it's gonna be so good.
No. I kept on saying, oh my God, people have told me this movie is good, but I think it looks like crap from the trailers. And then
trailers.
And then I walked in and just that beginning monologue had me. It had me. It was nothing else. It was
so funny.
It was great.
It was good.
It was great.
Yeah. A zombie, romantic. No, what do they call it? A zombatic comedy, romantic zombie.
A zomcom.
Ah, there you go. A zomcom. Yep, that was it.
Okay.
Anyway, I have Monsters University and Despicable Me 2 kind of tied.
Okay.
They're both really solid. Also, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2.
Ah, right.
They were all kind of tied and kind of mixed together and just fantastic CGI crap.
Right.
And then the last one I have is Jurassic Park released in 3D.
No, come on.
I couldn't put it on the top 5, but holy crap. I haven't seen Jurassic Park before until I saw it in theaters in 3D.
What?
And it was amazing.
I know. Are you serious?
Serious.
I've never seen Jurassic Park.
No. And it was probably one of the best movies I've ever seen. It was so good.
It's Jurassic Park. It's amazing.
The graphics held up to today. I mean,
that movie can't so good.
So good.
The movie
and the 3D was actually added to the film. I mean, or maybe it was just the fact of watching Jurassic Park for the first time.
Right.
I couldn't tell.
Wait a second. You're not.
That probably would have come in like 3rd place.
You're honestly not including Desolation of Smog in your honorable mentions.
I that was another one I was wrestling with. I didn't put it anywhere.
Oh, come on.
Well, it's not the worst movie of the year. It's also not the meh movie of the year. It was a pretty good movie, but I don't think it was one of the best movies.
It deserves at least an honorable mention. That movie was great.
Fine.
That movie was great.
No, I agree. It was, and I was going to put it on here.
And besides, everyone knows that Smaug was fantastic.
Smaug.
Wow, this podcast is just full of inside jokes that no one's going to get.
Yeah, I think I was wrestling with it. I mean, I have The Wolf of Wall Street and Jurassic Park there. I mean,
right.
Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go into the worst movies of the year.
Me first.
You first? Well, I was going to say Sharknado, because that doesn't really count since it never made it to theaters. So I just want to say that, and then I can erase it so I never have to see it again. Okay, go.
R.I.P.D.
Have you seen that movie?
Yes, I have.
Oh, that's too bad. How was it?
That movie, don't you remember? I mentioned it like 5 podcasts ago.
I tried to shove it out of my memory, any mention of that movie.
I said that if there was any movie that I would have liked to ask for my money back. Can you do that? Can you go to the
you can totally do that.
And say, that movie was garbage, give me my money back.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, your turn.
Yeah,
your
so
turn.
R.I.P.D. Good movie?
No.
Top 5?
No.
No?
No, your turn.
Okay. All right. I say A Good Day to Die Hard. That movie was terrible. That movie was so bad. That movie was so bad. It didn't make any sense. The effects were terrible. Yeah, it was so bad.
It did not. It
Oh
did
my!
not.
I don't even.
It did not even have the right to hold the Die Hard name, is what you're saying.
No, no, no. The best part of that movie was looking at whoever played Bruce Willis's son, which made absolutely no sense
Right.
of how he had a son, because I'm pretty sure they never mentioned him.
Yeah.
It wasn't a Die Hard movie. It wasn't a good movie. It was just garbage.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. My turn.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to go with The Lone Ranger.
Okay. I never saw that movie because the review scared me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with The Lone Ranger because it was overlong. It just the plot just dragged on and on and on. However, the cinematography was phenomenal. It was so
Okay.
it was beautiful. It was a really beautiful movie to look at. The shots were framed very well. The expanse of the desert, you could understand it by just watching each of the wide shots. It was wonderful. The cinematography was great, and the director of photography and the cinematographer, they did a good job. But the movie overall was just it was convoluted, it was messed up. It was funny in certain times, but it didn't hold up to what it could have
Was
been.
it racist?
I mean, what do you expect? The
Okay.
thing is, the Lone Ranger was an idiot, and Tonto was the smart one. So
Right.
there was a bit of a flip or whatnot. But I don't know. I really think that they could have done a lot better. The whole beginning section, when they really show you a lot of the personal aspects of the characters, that was done really well. And then the rest of the movie was awful.
Mm.
So
Yeah, I know Quentin Tarantino said it was like in his top 10 movies of the year, top 5 movies of the year, which I would imagine is more for the camera work than
right.
the actual movie.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. There were the death scenes for people were really dragged out. They were really personal. They were really you could feel it. You really felt it. That's why I'm saying the
You
first
felt it.
that's why I'm saying the first
Felt
like
it, bro.
the first fourth of the movie was great. And then it just went downhill.
Yeah. So the last 3 hours instead of the first 3 hours.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Your turn.
Olympus Has Fallen. Fuck that movie. It was so stupid.
All right. Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's an action movie that makes absolutely zero sense.
Okay.
I wouldn't watch it on Netflix. That's how bad it is.
Cool. We did. Woo.
Yeah, your movie. You're now.
Okay. Okay. Grown Ups 2. I didn't watch it, but that deserves to get thrown in the toilet and then eaten by a dog.
It made so much money.
And then pooped
it made
out
so much money
in a dump somewhere, run over by a
know how
tractor.
much money it made?
And,
You want to know how much
then
money
burned and then eaten and then
Gonna piss you
vomited
off.
and eaten and vomited and burned again.
It made $133 million. To put that in perspective, that is 4 million less than The Conjuring and 1 million more than Wolverine.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, that movie looks abysmal.
It's your
And to think it made-
it's your turn. Please just go.
Okay. I'm gonna say After Earth.
None of us have seen that movie.
It's Scientology, propaganda. Nobody should see that movie.
We're gonna see that movie as soon as it hits Netflix. We're gonna see that movie like no one's business.
It's gonna totally be on Netflix. It's gonna be there the day it comes out on DVD.
Oh my god, it's gonna be, as soon as it's on there, we're watching it, and everyone in the podcast is gonna suffer with us. It's gonna be great. Okay.
All right, next one.
So I don't have any other ones on my bottom 5. Do you have anything more or on my?
Yeah, I have movie 43.
Oh well, I didn't see that one, so
I haven't seen it either. Planes. Because fuck Planes. It was supposed to go straight to DVD, and then Disney was like, "No, we can make money," so they decided to put it out in theaters, which just feels slimy to me. Like really, really slimy to me.
All right. What else?
Now You See Me. Holy shit, that movie sucked. Oh my god.
Okay.
That movie was convoluted. It absolutely made zero sense. On top of that, the acting was horrendous. How could an all-star cast like that suffer so much? I really hope to God they are paid well, because really, they should not be in movies anymore after that. That writing was terrible, the script was terrible, the cinema, it was kind of pretty, and I could totally understand why idiots would like that movie, because idiots do like that movie, even though it's garbage. What do you mean the detective's actually the magician that ruled all other magicians? That's not fucking stupid, is it? No, it's tremendously stupid. What do you mean he falls in love with the other investigator that ended up also coincidentally being part of his past? That's fucking stupid. Ah! Sorry.
Okay, breathe. Are you okay?
That movie was garbage.
Okay.
It was such garbage. I should call Lady A right now and have a rant about how bad that movie was because she hated it more than I did. And that's why we're dating.
Did both of you go watch it together?
No, she saw it in theaters. She went with her family. Was like the entire time she was texting me and was like, "This movie's terrible. This movie's the worst movie I've ever seen." And granted, she likes Honey Boo Boo. Just to put this in perspective, and I saw it at my cousin rented it, and I watched it with her just because I knew it was terrible, and it was freaking terrible. And I know some people will be like, "Well, maybe it was terrible because somebody told you it was terrible before going into it." I don't give a shit. That movie was garbage. I have no problem telling my girlfriend that she's wrong. In fact, I enjoy it, but the fact that I had to agree with her makes me sad. But seriously, that movie's terrible.
Okay, are we done? Are we done? Are you done? Or can we?
Girl, we love to agree on things, and we love each other.
Can we move on?
Yeah, it was shit. Okay.
Okay.
Moving into meh movies of the year.
Okay. Go for it. Wait, let me guess. You have Elysium.
Oh. Yeah. Good job! I have Elysium. Yeah, that movie was pretty meh. It wasn't bad, it wasn't good, it was just Elysium.
See, I lumped the whatever and the pretty cool movies into one. So
Okay.
the movie, so it's both whatever movies and pretty cool movies. But I have Thor. It was a pretty cool movie. I really enjoyed it. But
yeah, that was one I almost put on here too.
Right, but it wasn't. It didn't cut it to be in the honorable mentions, and it was just pretty cool. Same with Hunger Games. Hunger Games is great, really great.
I didn't put Hunger Games. See, I thought it was too good to be in the men movies, but not good enough to be on the honorable mention. So it just kind of lost.
We should just have like a section for movies that were pretty cool. So pretty cool
movies that we enjoyed. It would just be the entire.
So like Hunger Games and Thor and Iron Man 3 and Pacific Rim.
Heat,
Pacific Rim.
World War Z, Star Trek Into Darkness.
Exactly.
We have Me Too, Iron Man 3, The Wolverine.
Exactly.
Pacific Rim. Oh my god, Pacific Rim. This Is the End. That movie was great. How dare you?
You know how I feel about these movies. I put that in the whatever list. I was like, okay with This Is the End.
Anchorman 2, Pain and Gain, Gangster Squad. Actually, those were pretty terrible.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Carrie.
Yep.
Some movies that I enjoyed. Side Effects, Don John. Actually, I really want to see that. I still need to see Rush, A Place Beyond the Pines. Actually, I heard that movie was terrible. Anyway, point is, there's a lot of movies we fully enjoyed.
Okay. So what's on our list of like 10 pretty cool movies? So we have.
These are movies that I thought weren't bad enough to be in the worst movies and not good enough to be in the best movies, and they stuck out for how mediocre they were. But there's also kind of a hint of this movie actually might be pretty awesome.
So my list is of awesome movies that weren't awesome enough to be top 5. And weren't whatever enough to be on the whatever list. So pretty cool movies. Like I enjoyed them. I was like, yeah, that was cool.
Okay. All right.
So in that list,
just run down your list. Just give it to me.
So in that list, I have The Hunger Games, Thor,
Yep.
Iron Man 3,
yep.
Despicable Me 2, which was great.
Oh.
Pacific Rim, which was awesome.
Oh, Pacific Rim,
so good. Yeah. Did I already say the Wolverine? Because the Wolverine.
The Wolverine, man.
and all those were awesome. They were great.
Pretty much every superhero movie that came out this year.
Precisely. Yeah, they were great movies, but not meh and not best of the best.
Okay. So, what meh movies do you have?
I have Elysium, which for me is right on the cusp of being from meh to pretty cool. So, I was having a hard time placing it. Ender's Game, which it was wonderful. It looked beautiful. It was great. It was a really cool movie, but it's still kind of meh.
Giant Bugs, man. That's on my list too. That was right underneath Elysium. I always thought it was pretty meh, and such promise too. Because it looks pretty cool. But ants, Really? It's.
And this is the end. It is a meh
I-
movie.
I disagree with you on that
It
one.
is a
That was.
it is a meh of the meh.
That was so
It is
funny.
the leader of the meths.
That was so funny. Okay.
Oh, wait
I
a
have
second.
the.
And World War Z is also on the awesome list.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
Okay.
I agree. That's getting a sequel. It's fine.
Good.
I have The Great Gatsby.
I didn't see that one, so
That's pretty meh. I mean, it was okay. You know. Side Effects, which I thought was pretty meh.
right, Side Effects. Yeah, it was pretty meh. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it, but it wasn't good.
Yeah, I mean the twist wasn't really a twist. Yeah.
It was kind of a twist. I mean, we saw it coming from a mile away.
Oh, then it wasn't a twist. If we can see it coming, it's not surprising.
It's still a twist. It's just an
No.
unsurprising twist.
No.
Anyway, I also have Mama.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that beginning of that movie was so good to just be juxtaposed by that ending. That ending was so.
Okay, don't say anything because I haven't seen it. I really want to watch it. I want to make my brother see it with me because he is terrified of scary movies.
Oh my god, then you love the list of movies that's on the movies that'll haunt me the most. And the first one on there is Evil Dead.
Evil Dead.
The new Evil Dead.
Oh my god,
Oh my god, I still have nightmares.
We both went to the theater to watch this one, and we were sitting there.
What? No, I won't calm down. I'm doing a podcast, mother. This is my persona that I embody.
That is totally staying in the podcast. That was awesome.
Evil Dead. I hate that. That movie was so frightening.
Yeah, Evil Dead. We went to watch it together, and the entire time we were like, oh my god. What is that? Oh my god! I'm looking down the row at everyone going like, oh god, oh god, oh god. The entire.
It was painful to watch.
Wow.
It was painful to watch.
Ugh.
Like I've never had a movie where I just had like it. I almost wanted to look away, but I couldn't look away. I still have like reoccurring flashes of that scene with the crowbar and the sirens going off, and that movie was disgustingly great.
Really? The crowbar scene? The one that I get flashbacks.
A meat cutter too.
Well, the one that I get flashbacks for is when everyone runs back because she was cutting her arm off with the meat cutter, and then she's like against the fridge, and she turns around and her arm is like on a tendon, and it just snaps and her arm falls on the ground. Oh,
I love that sound design though. Actually, I thought that one was pretty. I kind of almost laughed at that scene because it was kind of like, I'm okay, it feels better now, and you're like, oh, this is so gross.
God, that move.
That whole scene, the whole scene when she turns into the zombie or whatever they are, the possessed.
Yeah.
One arm, the one with the crowbar and the nails going through his body, and you can see the nails going through his body.
Yep.
Fuck that. Fuck that scene. Fuck that scene. Oh my god.
Watch Evil Dead.
That is not,
Watch Evil Dead.
yeah, it's not for the.
It is not for the faint of heart at all.
Oh, oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh, it's brutal on so many levels, and I cannot wait for that director's next movie.
Yep.
Which is Dante, right?
Yep.
It's,
Dante's Inferno. Yep. Okay. So.
that movie.
So if I had to choose a movie that would haunt me, it's Prisoners.
Okay, I didn't see that movie, but I heard it was pretty awesome.
It was a fantastic movie, and just what happened in it, the torture, the hatred that it made you feel, and how uncomfortable it made you feel. It was awful. It was awful. I was watching the movie and I felt uncomfortable by the actions of the lead. So
yeah, I need to see that movie. It came out on Redbox. I'll probably rent it.
Yeah, you should watch it. But I be forewarned, it is a pretty strong movie with the emotions.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's all about questioning your morality, and it's great. Okay, so what other movie haunted you?
Captain Phillips.
Of course.
Just that whole audience reaction thing, but I already talked about that.
Right.
So the next one will be The Croods.
What?
I love that movie. It was surprisingly good, and it haunts me with how surprisingly good.
Are you seriously adding The Croods?
It was Nicolas Cage's best movie in years. It was funny. It was really stupid. I mean, there are parts of that movie I just felt embarrassed for. Like, but overall, it was pretty good.
Are you serious that you added that to the haunted list? That it will haunt you forever because the movie was actually good? Are you serious?
Yeah, man, I thought that movie was gonna be complete garbage, but I fully enjoyed it.
Okay. Okay.
It's kind of like guilty pleasure.
Okay. All right. Any other films that you got going on there?
Yeah, American Mary,
Oh,
which wasn't released in theaters, but I wanted to
right.
mention because I really really liked it, except for that ending.
That ending
Screw
was
that ending.
so stupid.
Oh, that ending was so bad.
Oh my god, it was so bad. But yeah, I agree. I can see why that's haunting. Yeah, I can.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm also excited for those directors as well. And the last one would be Old Boy
Mm.
because I thought the remake was pretty okay. I thought it was pretty good. If you haven't seen the original, then you would probably see if you saw the original and then you saw this movie, you'd say this is crap. But if you saw this movie and didn't see the original, you'd probably think that was whoa.
Right.
So
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. Yeah.
oh, that sex scene, the end of the yeah, yeah. So Evil Dead and the Croods, scariest movies of the year.
Oh my god. Okay, so we're not gonna do what actor outdid themselves or something. Let's come up with a random designation to fill. Like
Okay, best use of hair.
no, we're gonna mention freaking American Hustle and
Yeah, that was so great.
and and Christian Bale's character with his little crabby toupee.
Ah, and his body hair.
Best use of hair. That was too much of an easy one to fill. Okay.
Could have also said Nymphomaniac. It's not even out yet.
Oh my god, Nymphomaniac. It's gonna be great when we
Uh,
actually talk about it. It'll be an excuse to watch porn.
God. Worst trailer of the year.
Worst trailer of the year?
I have to go with Frozen.
Really?
That trailer was I didn't want to see that movie.
Worst trailer of the year? I'm going to go with I Am in Love with a Church Girl.
Okay, I mean, worst trailer that
Have
matched
you
actually
seen that trailer? Oh
No.
my god, it was so bad. Oh my god. Look it up right now.
the website. I think I
And don't
Stephen Baldwin's in it.
and don't say
Toby Mac. Who's Tebow?
don't say anything about the trailer while you're watching it. Say it afterwards so I can cut to that.
Okay, that looks like complete shit. But that's not the that's
So
not
what
the,
okay, no, say it again. What did you think of the trailer?
I think it was complete shit. But I mean that's because the movie was also it doesn't look like a good movie. So
Exactly.
that's not the trailer's fault.
But it was an awful trailer. You asked me which one was the worst trailer, and that is the
Okay, I mean, okay, misleading trailer.
Oh.
Is that better?
okay. So the most misleading trailer of the year?
I'm still going with Frozen.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Yeah,
You watched that trailer and you went to the movie, and it was a completely different movie than you were expecting.
exactly.
I completely agree. Now, which one was the best trailer of
Wolf
2013?
of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street. Which one? Trailer one.
The one with the Kanye West song.
Okay. So is this a best trailer for a movie that came out in 2013, or the
I'm gonna say yes, but then we can.
okay? So the
Yeah.
best trailer for a movie that came out in 2013, in my opinion,
Hobbit?
is no. That was a fantastic trailer though. The trailer number 2, I think it was, or 3.
Yeah.
I am going to go with trailer number 2 for Man of Steel.
Oh, those were amazing trailers.
They were
Okay.
amazing trailers. They were beautiful. The silent explosions all around in the beginning of the movie, and the camera's just panning around and you're seeing everything crumble in his planet. That trailer.
Have you seen that movie?
No, I want to watch it. But yeah,
Yeah, I heard it was kind of garbage.
I heard it was meh. I'll watch it. I mean, I really want to see it.
No, I'll watch it too. I just won't pay much.
But
Redbox.
but yeah, that was my best trailer of 2013, definitely, because it really impacted me. Now, if you're saying best trailer that came out in 2013, not the best trailer for a movie in 2013, I would say the Godzilla trailer. And screw any naysayers. Oh my god, I hate all of you.
No, I agree. That was a really good.
And with that music from 2001: A Space Odyssey, how can you not? That trailer was wonderful. That trailer was wonderful. Oh wait, the runner-up for the best trailer for a movie coming out in 2013 also, in my opinion, goes to The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, because that trailer is beautiful.
Yeah, but the movie looked like crap.
The cinematography is wonderful. And the story resonates with everybody. At least the story given in the trailer. I'll see that movie, and I'll see what I think.
Okay, you do that. You know, they remade that movie. It's a remake.
Yep, I know.
So just see the original.
And it's also directed by Ben Stiller. So
no, it's not.
yeah, it is.
I don't think so.
Want to bet? I bet you a pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards it is.
Stop it right
Say
now.
deal. Say deal.
Oh, I already looked it up. Damn it, you're right.
You should not make deals with me. You should not make any more bets with me.
I didn't make it.
Okay. Okay, so with that, I think that we are done, right? Clap. Give a clap. Give a send-off to 2013 in movies, or at least in movies that we've watched, which is not a lot of them. And I'm sure we're going to get people going like,
are you kidding me? We saw a lot of movies this year. We saw a movie a week. We saw over 52 movies this year.
That's true, but I'm just saying,
average $10 a ticket. That's $520 in movies that we saw. Not to mention the movies we actually saw on Netflix as well, or rented. We probably saw over 100 movies. If you break that down in hours, that's 300 hours of movies. If there were 3 hours each, so it's 200. Like 200 hours of movies. That's 10 days of straight movie watching. That's incredible. That's a lot of movies.
I'm just saying, we're going to get a lot of people going like, me, blue is the warmest color. Me, saving Mr. Banks. Me. You know, just telling us about all of the movies that we totally didn't see. So all of our 5 people that listen to this podcast.
But people have to understand that watching small indie films is really, really hard for us.
Especially for me, because I'm in Puerto Rico. Those indie films that you go watch in a little hole in the side of the wall movie theater, I can't get them over here. I'd have to pirate them.
I have to drive into the city, which is near impossible for me, and something I don't like to do, to even get close to a like an indie film that would show this type of movies. So unfortunately, they're just not practical for us, which suck.
That's true.
Because I would love to see them. That's what happens.
But anyway, with that, I think that we can say goodbye to 2013, and we hope
goodbye 2013
that you enjoyed this podcast and that you stick with us.
It.
Stop including Mickey in this.
2013 was a great year.
So, yeah, thank you all for...
It was so good.
Thank you all for tuning in.
Oh, best TV show of the year. Go.
Breaking Bad.
Okay, I agree with that. I would probably say Bob's Burgers as a close second.
Really?
Oh, so good, man. You have to watch that show. It's so genius.
Dude, I watched all of the episodes while I was at your house. Yeah.
And it was so good. It just keeps getting better. It's one of the shows that's on its 4th season, and it just keeps getting better.
Okay, so thank you all for tuning in. And
best guitar solo of the year. Go.
What? Thank you all for tuning in. We hope you stick with us for next year, because we are going to keep on muscling through all of these crappy Netflix movie spotlights that you totally let us know about. And to let us know what we should watch for the Netflix movie, you should email us at postgradentertainment@gmail.com. You can also find old podcasts on YouTube. You can find us
YouTube.
You can find us by going onto YouTube and going into search and typing in PostGrad Games. We also have a lot of gaming videos that you can check us all out doing. And Mr. Cognitive Gamer over there also writes blogs for things. So
yeah, that's electricfeast.com.
And IGN.com.
Yeah, I do that too.
You can follow both of us on Twitter, me at the right pad, WRITE as in writing, not the correct pad. That just sounds weird. And the Cognitive Gamer, you can find him at Cognitive Gamer. So
it's the cognitive. No, it is just Cognitive Gamer. Yep, Twitter. That's probably my New Year's resolution, is to get better at Twitter.
Yeah, probably. So keep up to date with all of us. Let us know what you think. Yell at us. Do anything that you want to do. And we will catch you next time or next year.